Hi guys, welcome back to Beyond Thoughts, Thoughts Beyond, where I share thoughts about life, faith, and godliness. Thanks so much for being part of the journey. Thanks so much for the support, and thanks for joining every train of thought. And I believe one way or the other, some of the thoughts have been able to encourage, motivate, and help you to improve the outcomes of your life. I look forward to your continued support and partnership next year. So today I'm going to be sharing about a very interesting topic, which I've titled priorities. And I've been speaking to a couple of people, friends, family, colleagues, and one of the things that I figure out is the fact that people are setting new goals, people are making new resolutions as we transition from this year into another year, which is quite interesting. But I begin to ask myself upon reflection the question of why. Why do people set new goals? Why do people create new resolution when they transition from one phase to another, especially when it comes to moving from one year to another? And I basically just reflected on this. And one of the things that I was able to deduce was the fact that there is a backdrop that has led to this understanding or why people do this. And this backdrop is the fact that there is an innate desire for humans to improve the outcomes of their lives. If you look at companies, for instance, companies have quarterly reviews, they have monthly reviews, and the whole purpose is that they want to do better than they are already doing, or they want to maximize their output, or they want to maximize their profit. And this also applies to humans because there's an inherent desire in us for us to continually improve the outcomes of our lives. This is the reason why people make goals. This is the reason why people set goals. This is the reason why people make new resolutions. And it's simply because we want to improve the outcomes of our life. It is quite important to ask this singular question of what is going to make the singular difference between where I am today and where I truly desire to be tomorrow. What is going to be the singular difference between what I was able to achieve in the previous year and what I plan or am setting out to achieve in the coming year? And the answer is priority. And there's a very popular saying that goes thus: if you want to change the outcomes of your life, you have to change your priorities. And I'm going to be running us through 4 to 5 points that I believe is crucial in order for you to integrate priority into your goal setting method, or to integrate priority even as you execute your goal in the coming future. And the first one is the fact that priority informs purpose. There's a popular saying which is, when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. You need to go back to each of those goals, whether you set them on a month-to-month basis, whether you set them on a year-to-year basis. You need to go back to your board, you need to go back to your notepad and really elucidate the purpose to which you are trying to achieve that particular goal. Because when you don't know the purpose of a thing, it is easy for you to make excuses not to get them done. When you know the purpose to which you are trying to achieve a particular goal, to which you made a particular resolution, it will be easy for you to actually prioritize them or let them truly weigh what they weigh in your scale of preference. The second thing is priority guides action and commitment. It is not just enough that you know the purpose of a thing. It is important that you know what amount of commitment, what amount of action do I require to take in the direction of my goals based on the underlying purpose of that goal in order for me to achieve them. You have to be able to understand the fact that priority would inform you, priority will guide the actions, priority will guide the commitment, it will guide the timing that you give towards achieving that particular goal. And another thing the third thing which I'm going to be talking about is priority informs you about distraction. I remember in the year 2020, one of the things that my mentor would basically say is that distraction doesn't often appear as distractions until you are done distracted, right? So, which is the fact that priority informs you about distraction because you understand the purpose, you know the actions and commitment you are supposed to be taking. When you see things that do not look like the purpose coming as a derivative of that goal, you can underline them as a distraction and you can really combat those things in order for you to stay and precursor your path in the direction of the purpose of that goal. And the fourth thing is basically priority determines your network. Priority determines your association. And we see this also from scripture that we can truly tell the kind of person you are from your association. If you walk with the wise, you become wise. And if you walk with the foolish, you become foolish. You are going to attract the people that are going in the direction of your goals. And this is basically you prioritizing your network in order for you to actually achieve that thing you have set to achieve. So priority actually determines, it informs you about your network. What are the kind of people, what are the kind of resources, what are the kind of places that you have to go, or that you have to be, or that you have to position yourself in order for you to achieve that particular task or that particular goal that you have set to achieve. And the last thing I'm going to say is the fact that be a priority, not just an option. Next year is a year that you want to be a priority. You don't want to become just an option. You don't want to become just an alternative. You really want to matter. And you really want to matter. And this is important because when you are just an option, it is easy for you to be replaced. But when you become a priority, you become a differentiating factor in any place you truly find yourself. And most importantly, for us as believers, let God be a priority. He is the source and the sustainer of our existence. And we have to make him a priority. So next year, make a resolution that God is going to be a priority. You are going to be a priority and not just an option. Your priorities are going to inform the purpose of that which you've set to achieve. Your priority is going to inspire your actions and commitment in the direction of the things you've set to achieve. Your priority is going to guide you and help you to combat distractions. And your priority is ultimately going to help you channel your network, position yourself in the right places in order for you to achieve your goals. Thank you so much for sticking through to the end on this train of thoughts. And I believe that next year, and whether you are moving towards another milestone, is going to be an awesome year. Thank you once again. Take care. Cheers.